should we ban TikTok?
So, as a general rule, I don't think we should go around banning companies in the United States unless there's a national security interest, a reason to do that. Usually that has to do with warfare and weapons. However, the thing with TikTok, coming from the business background, I looked at it and said, that's pretty low that Facebook, Instagram, the other social networks are falling so far behind because they were the leaders for so long and didn't innovate and didn't keep up, and they focused more on woke and their agendas than they did on actually building great technology. And the Chinese just built great technology. And then, and so just because we're getting beat by a foreign company doesn't mean we go and ban it. Now, the argument, so as a general rule, no, I don't want to ban. I want everybody else to get better. Now, that being said, obviously, those who are in favor of banning it, let me just also say this for the listeners. I do think there should be a minimum age on all social media. 16 and above is probably around where that threshold should be. But I'm not holding fast to that. That can be a national debate. But I do think that we have to protect children. There's too many studies. Even Zuckerberg and others know. Your brain physically is altered when you spend time on social media.
Zuckerberg and most of the guys who own the social platforms don't have their kids on it.
No, because of the inherent dangers.
Yeah, that says something.
Yeah, and so, but here's what the people who say we should ban TikTok. That's just the easy way out. But it's also a dangerous way because you're banning competition in the United States. What happens whenever all these foreign countries start banning our companies doing business and have invested hundreds of billions of dollars abroad?
But then what about if you do business in China, you're doing business with the Chinese government most of the time. So people are worried about not social security, but national security with the fact that backdoors.
Return your Apple Watch, return your Alexa, return your, nearly every electronic in your home if somebody feels that strongly about it, because it's all coming from China anyway. They're producing and manufacturing so much of what we have and consume.
So what he's saying is we should be Amish.
What I'm saying is we need American entrepreneurs. Yeah. I'm promoting entrepreneurship again.
I love it.
But that also goes back to a president that protects the trade. And that is where what Trump was doing. The mission was noble in that our trade deficit is so out of balance with China specifically that it is a threat to the American economy and to American national security. Because we become not independent. We can't even have an alarm clock. Like what you said, if we stopped buying from the Chinese, we're going to go back to living off the grid just about. So the people who say to ban it, they're saying it because of the back door and because it's national security and they're taking all of our information. What do you think we're doing with Facebook and Instagram? We're taking everybody else's. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm okay with banning TikTok, but you have to be okay with Facebook and Instagram being banned in every other country. But now let me ask you, Mr. Entrepreneur, who's selling through the Shopifys and all these pop-up shops on social media, what are you going to do whenever we just cut out a bunch of income in the United States because they're shipping all over the world, to these things too. So it's got to work both ways. I'm just saying right now it's all double speak. Where's the conviction? Where do you really stand on that issue?
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you want to see the full podcast, be sure to click on the link in the description. And if you feel like it, hit subscribe.